Sup guys. Today's video is going to be a little different. With Minecraft Live around the corner, I decided to take a look on the lore of Minecraft and I wanted to make my own theory about it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now for a game that has been out for over 10 years, its lore was never quite right and many people like MatPat have made a theory about, but aside from some people, all mysteries of the world tied together lore solve, isn't there? Just like MatPat, I'm going to be starting a story that I will finish all together. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, we will be talking about a mob on whose other mobs lore lies upon. The funny joke to the Slenderman added to Minecraft, to become a mob known as the Enderman. The Enderman has become the cornerstone upon which all the other lore has been built. Knowing or solving what the Endermen are is important if we are going to be finding out what the mysterious things Minecraft holds for us. The Endermen are the definitive solution to find out the backstory of this game. After piecing together multiple videos, books like the Mobius theory and much more, I have made my own theory which revolves around the MatPat storyline. It is not an original story, but it is a theory that is supported by evidence and clues throughout the game. The Endermen aren't aliens, ghosts, interdimensional creatures, they are humans. Humans endanger humans that are constantly fighting for their own survival. So in the true spirit of Minecraft, let's start building our theory. We know that the Endermen are one of the game's neutral mobs, meaning they are not going to be attacking you unless the Endermen are attacked. This is already interesting as in many ways they come in peace. The only peaceful mobs in the game are passive mobs, villagers and zombie pigmen who, again, if not provoked, don't attack you, but that's a theory for another day. The Endermen have a peaceful relationship with you, the player. They also are the only mobs that can pick up blocks aside from Steve or Alex. Carrying blocks or picking up blocks is a feature or skill only the player and the Endermen share. As the Minecraft Mobius shares, the Enderman will not pick up any block but will choose only clay, dirt, sand and flowers and other plants and, rather oddly, TNT. Some claim the Enderman is indulging us in a form to play or communicate. Plus we have proof that the Endermen are trying to communicate with us. As you may have seen, the Enderman can or had the ability to talk and can say hi, hello, what's up, and finally look for the eye. Look for the eye, specifically being the eyes of Ender, to open the portal in the stronghold to go to the end, the home of the Enderman, and fight the main boss, the Ender Dragon. But let's talk about the end dimension. It's a weird dimension as where the nether is filled with red, blue, green and different biomes and blocks. The end contains only end stone and per blocks. The ugliest blocks in Minecraft. Ugly purple and yellow everywhere. Huge chunks of land missing and giant cities in the dimension far off the main island that you can visit in the distance, all of which are eerily empty. This is the home of the Enderman, sure, heck even the Mobius theory says it is, but look a little further and you will find a lot of interesting things. For starters, the end cities are not made for them. The end cities contain huge amounts of loot and valuable items like diamonds, armor, saddles, etc., but these items are only useful to the player and only the player, not the Enderman. They don't wear armor, they don't attack with weapons and saddles. There are no animals in the end, how will they use the saddles? And these items are stored in chests. This alone should be a red flag, because Endermen don't use chests. They can't open chests. So the end cities were not built by the Endermen. They were built by someone for someone else, some other ancient people who managed to get to the end, but who? When you start up a new world, the only player of your kind is you. Yes, you may encounter some NPCs, but they are not like you, they are not you. Like MatPat said.
Start up a new survival mode game, you enter a blank world. Immediately you notice that you're the only one of your kind. Oh, sure, as you adventure you'll come across NPCs like the villagers, but they're not like you. They don't look like you. They can't build like you. You and the villagers are fundamentally different. It's almost as if you're a different species. This fact—
Heck, we have proof inside the game that when the villagers die from zombies, they turn into zombie villagers. When bit, it doesn't turn into a normal zombie, it turns specifically into a zombie villager. Regular villager and zombie villagers are different. Heck, the only time you see something remotely like you, it's in the form of undead enemies. Zombies, drowns, husks. It implies that before you there were others like you but dies in mass. Why? That's another theory for another day. But then as you progress you start seeing buildings. Ocean monuments, desert temples, jungle temples, mineshaft, and which, surprise surprise, is abandoned. Again, you the player is the only person who can build in this world, and you certainly didn't build any of those buildings or monuments or temples. In many of these buildings there are traps, all pointing toward one thing. An advanced society of these ancient builders once who lived in the overworld but have since disappeared. Where did they go? Well, it isn't as simple as they just died or anything. They went somewhere. They teleported somewhere. They went to another dimension, which is the end. But how can we be so sure? Seems like a stretch, right? Well, strongholds are the answer. The ancient builders were so advanced they build end frames, making them more advanced than you, that player. And in order to travel to the end you must find these portals hidden within the stronghold. Heck, the definition of stronghold meaning a place that has been fortified so as to protect it against attack. Again, this proves that the stronghold was built by ancient builders that was quickly dying or almost dead because of what? What lead these builders to build strongholds that too underground? Well, that's a theory for another day. The ancient builders like the player needed protection from mobs that threatened the overworld and the nether, and needed protection, creating a gateway to another dimension where they build end cities to store all their valuables and items from the overworld. But the one thing that they didn't understand was that the portal was a one-way door to another dimension. The builders were stuck on a waste, barren, ugly land where they were forced off to feed off the chorus fruits in the outer islands. Sure, they were safe from the dangers in the overworld, but they were stuck in a wasteland with an unstoppable dragon, and they came unprepared. Sure, they came with armor, weapons, and more, but that wasn't enough to defeat the dragon who was attacking with its huge towers with crystals. Because of this, the dragon is still alive when we arrive to the end, and the only way out of this end is to defeat the Ender Dragon, but the builders found a way to live in peace. A way to live in harmony with the dragon. Soon they ran out of food and had to eat the chorus fruits, which it have teleportation abilities. Slowly giving them the power to teleport without the use of the chorus fruits. Slowly they forget to build, to speak, but retain the ability to pick up blocks and have a basic deformed ability to speak. Wearing a pumpkin head does not aggro the Enderman when looking at them in the eyes, perhaps reminding them of a much more simpler time. What once was an advanced race of builders is now a broken and crumbled race of a species. Most are forced to live there under the rule of the dragon, while some were lucky to escape. And we know this as when you the player defeat the dragon, the advancement that is given or achieved is free the end. One question yet remains. What made them build strongholds and come to the end?